stop your shit. I'm the shit, just give it up. Everything is okay, even when I'm not. Time to bring it to the table.
4 or 5 fights he's been in, you know, he hasn't really suffered a real loss. He's been really dominating. I mean, he took my boy apart, Nate Diaz.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, I wonder who Usman's next opponent's going to be. I'd like to see Nate Diaz go against him because I really, even though Masvidal had a little bit of a reach, I really think that Nate Diaz with his Royce Gracie Jiu-Jitsu and also that
against Usman?
boxing. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, Usman definitely has him in power. But I think Nate, a guy like Nate Diaz might be a little bit more dangerous because you understand.
You know who Usman fights next?
What's that?
Unfortunately, but fortunately, it's the truth. I don't think that he fights Gilbert Burns next. I don't think that he fights Leon Edwards next for a rematch. I honestly feel like Usman fights Conor next.
He will fight.
I think that's the fight to make. I think if Conor starts talking shit and saying something like, "I'm not
Conor McGregor."
Yeah, but Conor McGregor, I'm gonna tell you something.
He beat Cowboy at 170. He beat Cowboy, who was ranked at 170.
I'm gonna tell you something about Conor now, though.
I don't know.
He's not as athletic he was once because he used to fight at 55.
Did you see his last fight?
He once had. Listen to me.
Did you see how he broke Cerrone? You know what he broke Cerrone with? Shoulder hits to the face. When the fights first started, he threw a kick. Cerrone's head was bugged out. So when they clinched like this, he was using his shoulder and he broke the bridge of the opponent's nose.
But what I'm saying is a guy like Nate Diaz.
4 times. That's a beat. That's a threat. That's a threat. Conor is a threat with his hands. Listen, nobody really wants you with him, I think.
I don't know.
Listen,
I don't know.
They only want to fight him for a payday. Because when they lose, you get paid.
After that whole shit with Mayweather, he lost a lot of clout.
Conor McGregor? No.
Yeah, once that whole shit with Mayweather happened,
I disagree with you guys.
He
you know why?
lost a lot of clout.
You took an MMA fighter and he went 12 rounds with the best boxer in the world. He didn't lose clout.
Yeah, but here's what I'm saying.
He got knocked out in the 10th. McGregor is not a knockout puncher. He knocked him out in the 10th.
Okay.
I think McGregor has only had like
he's a card boxer.
He's a calculator. There's 2 different types of fighters.
He fights by the point.
There's calculative fighters and there's kamikaze fighters.
But my thing is that you got to give it up to McGregor for standing up to the best boxer in the world for 10 rounds.
Listen, McGregor will talk his shit.
No, he stood up.
I understand that.
Stood up.
He got hands. Nobody's saying he don't got hands. But what I'm trying to get at is like he lost a lot of clout behind that because he was talking a lot of shit.
That's what he does, though.
That's fine. And
that's how he made his whole life.
But he lost.
It's okay.
But what I'm saying,
Mayweather is like what 50-0 now.
But it's do you think he should fight again? He supposedly wants to.
Well, he's got to be like 41 right
To be honest with you,
I think his record is good.
He don't.
Well, yeah,
he don't need to.
Good.
No, he wants to.
No,
for money.
He don't need to.
He
don't need to.
He wants.
He don't need
to. Well,
to.
he's gonna need
if
the money
he wants
down the road.
to, it's because he think he could. But as of right now, he don't need to. If he wants to and he think he got it, then why not? I'm saying he don't need to.
I find it so weird. Like not weird, and I do get it on one side of the coin, but a UFC or MMA fighter will go ahead and try a boxer, but a boxer won't ever step into an octagon.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely
not.
A boxer won't ever.
But here's the thing, because it's totally 2 different types of training.
No, I know.
You know what I'm saying? So a kickboxer could stop kicking and he still got hands, but a boxer to introduce him to kicking is a totally different. You know what I'm saying?
I understand completely.
It's a lot easier to make a boxer. It's a lot easier to make a wrestler into a boxer than it is to make a boxer into a wrestler.
Well, you know what it is that you don't have to make
and that's the truth.
You don't have to make, but that's because, but you're right, but you're not making that wrestler a pure boxer.
But
see,
the thing is,
that's the difference between boxers. Boxers are pure boxers.
When I talk about wrestling, I'm not talking about just like taking people down, like single legs, double legs, high crotches.
By the way, I saw your move. I saw your move on the 8-year-old, my nigga.
Well, you
ever try that single leg on me, I'm gonna fucking turn off.
8-year-old? What 8-year-old?
He gave a single leg to Cheyenne and dropped her. That's what I said.
Wow.
I see your move, and you said that's my move. I see your single leg, G.
Well, I'm going against a person that's half my height. And it's funny because when I was in California, I wrestled my 15-year-old niece, who's a wrestler at a local high school, Turlock High School. Give a little shout out to Isabel Magana.
Talk to her.
We wrestled. you know, I pinned you in 30 seconds. But she's a good wrestler. She's got a lot of freaking flexibility and strength for a 15-year-old girl.
Did she beat you?
No. But she beat my little brother, though.
Okay.
She beat my little brother. And I think it's funny is my littlest brother, he's got all the height. I'm only 5'10". He's 6'2".
Only 5'10", 6'2".
Only.
I'm 5'8", and I'm trying.
My brother is 6.
I think I'm like 5'9.5".
My youngest
and
brother,
that's above average for a man. You heard?
No. Listen,
is it?
Yeah. For a man is 5'8", 5'9". That's average.
Oh,
for a female is like 5'5", I believe.
5'4".
Yeah, 5'4", 5'5".
But the thing about my brother is he's 6'2", 6'2.5", but he doesn't have that much athleticism. Athleticism in him.
Yeah.
And
I can't say that. Athleticism.
He
it's like cinnamon.
I have another
you get
brother.
Fucked up.
I have another brother in between. The youngest one's Sam, the one that's 6'2". He's Sam's the one that's 6'2". My youngest brother, he's about 5'8.5", 5'9". He's a little shorter than me. He was a skateboarder. I think he has a little bit more athleticism than my younger brother. But my older brother has a little bit more strength.
He got better reflexes.
Yeah,
of course, if you do skateboarding,
you don't want to bust your ass.
Hand-foot coordination, hand-eye coordination.
When you're a skateboarder, the thing I liked about Daniel is he wasn't the best of
Cheers, guys.
But the one thing I would look at skateboarding is like when you crash or burn as a skateboarder, I think it has a lot in common with fighting because you kind of have to get back on the horse and do the trick again or do whatever again, and that's where I kind of give my brother Daniel the edge with my youngest brother. Now me and my brother Daniel, we got in a lot of fucking fights, but I always kicked his ass because I was the athlete in the family, and also my sister.
Yeah, but sometimes that don't matter. If somebody blow up and like, cause I done seen the smallest dudes knock out the biggest dude. My mom always told me when I was younger, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. You know what I'm saying?
Well, don't believe me. Don't think I wasn't worried about it growing up. But the thing is because I have one younger brother and one younger sister who's taller than me. Yeah. I got a sister who's almost 6 feet tall, and I have a brother who's 6'2.5".
That's bugged out.
You say did you see that a lot?
What?
When you was away?
What?
The small like people that you wouldn't expect to defend themselves or stand up for themselves, and they went ahead and held themselves down. Because you've been away for a little while, you know. You're just coming home, you're just coming back to life.
That's a fact.
You must have seen bullying and people getting.
Hell yeah!
Like you must have seen niggas getting bitched all the time. Like
it's crazy.
I'll be honest with you. That I've been to Rikers. I did my Spofford. But I've never had a conversation with somebody that did some time and came out. And weirdly enough, the stereotype about it usually is that you're supposed to be like this swole, looking at everybody like they want a problem with you. That's a stereotype. You came out, and I can't really even tell you really left. You just seem more humbled.
Here's the thing. So, like, there's a lot of people that do. They body bluff and everything. But there's some people that is going to call you out. And it's really it's about who's going fall first. Like, if y'all both body bluffing, y'all going to find out. Everybody's going to find out. Because at the end of the day, it's a whole bunch of men that's together. 24 hours of the day, most of the day, regardless of programs or whatever it is. So you see things, you got other people that's gassing it to see a situation happen, and you know, it is what it is. Like I said, you're gonna find out the real from the real. You're gonna find out who's pussy, and you know, it's people in there getting extorted and shit. Like, I felt bad. I'm from Queens, you know what I'm saying? There was this one little situation, and I'm Dominican. It was this one little nigga.
That's what
and the crazy thing is, I call him little nigga, but he's older than me. He's 32. He's shorter than me, and he acts younger than me mentally.
I got you.
So I call him a little nigga. You know what I'm saying? He was getting bitched around, and he was getting extorted and shit like that. And I felt bad.
How tall was he at the most?
5'3", 5'2".
That's pretty short. Is this a white dude? Is this a white dude?
No, he's Spanish.
Oh, Spanish.
Yeah.
Is he Dominican too, or?
I don't know. I don't remember, to be honest with you. I think he tried to say he was Dominican and some shit. Literally, like, I'm talking about taking his food from his package.
He wouldn't defend himself?
Nah, he's letting shit rock.
He didn't know how to? Is he scared?
I hollered at him about it. Like, I'm talking
What made
to him
you
about
holler
it.
at him about it? You know that
But,
would
like,
look
I'm
weird
not-
to the
I
other
was-
inmates, though. No,
I'm a small. I was a small nigga growing up. You know what I'm saying? I didn't grow until like my last year in high school, and I graduated early. You heard?
But you have to
So-
be bigger now at 24 than you were, let's say, at 21. You must
Oh,
you
hell
must have a
yeah.
lot more meat on your bones
Hell
than
yeah,
then.
hell yeah! I was out
Because
here
I could see
smoking,
you being
drinking. I wasn't eating good. Like at this time, all you have is
no, you
time.
filled in. You
Hell
filled in.
I'm
yeah.
jealous of him because he probably picked
Yo,
his ass
I'm-
out and freaking.
Yo, I'm telling you,
he's,
and I was
he's still like
bigger than-
5% body
he's been-
fat.
Yo,
in
nah, but
jail.
I was.
He
I
wanted
was
to go
bigger
Tim
than this.
sandwich.
Yeah, yo, I was bigger than
I
this.
believe it.
I trimmed down this whole spring coming to the summer because I was supposed to come home in the summertime, and I knew that. So I wanted to have my shit nice and cut up. But I was 20 pounds heavier than this. I didn't like it because I looked it bloated. Right now, I could start seeing my abs. But before, I couldn't really see my abs, but I was way bigger. I just didn't like it.
What, you don't like looking like that? You don't like
I
feeling
mean-
like that or carrying that weight?
It depends, because here's the thing. Some people fuck it up. There's, like, I'm not the biggest dude, but I was working out with the right dudes. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? So I know what's going on. So some people work out with the weights and they do calisthenics, but at the end of the day, you're contradicting where you're trying to get to. So weights, if you go heavy weight, is really to get bigger,
Muscle.
bulk up. Yeah,
You want to put
get
those
mass.
weights on you.
Yeah, you wanna get mass. So when you start doing calisthenics, pull-ups and push-ups,
That's more cutting,
and dips,
correct?
that's cutting. You know what I'm saying? So you got a lot of people doing both, and it's like you're really not getting anywhere. You're just maintaining.
You have to focus. You have to
You have to
like
focus on
eat
one.
and then bulk and then tighten, right?
Yeah.
But the
Eat,
thing
bulk,
is-
tighten.
Yeah.
You're
So
not-
here's the thing: when you cut up, you lose weight. So you have to essentially be bigger than what you want to be cut up.
That's what's like
When you're
that's
bulking.
like what the percentage of body fat you have to your muscle, right?
I mean, listen, I'm in jail, so we don't know this kind of thing.
What did you get to eat?
I mean, so here's the thing. I wasn't in a max. I was in a medium.
Okay.
So,
Explain
yeah.
the difference for
So a
everybody
max
like me.
is in cells and shit like that. I'm in a medium as to we're in dorms. So it's 60 niggas in one crib. There's not cells. You just in dorms or
We trust y'all
rooms.
that much type shit. You got a little
Yeah.
bit more trust. Yeah, you
Yeah,
got
a little bit
You
more
got no choice. It's
leniency.
overpopulated.
A little bit
Yo, I'm
more
very happy that
leniency.
you're home.
So thank you very much.
Deadass.
I'm happy to be home.
And
You
I'm
heard?
glad you're here.
Welcome back.
Yo,
Okay.
listen, I told you I was coming. I had to do this. We definitely going to get this popping
No,
and
we're gonna
shit.
get
We
busy.
going, yeah, you already
What
know.
were you saying now? Now,
Um,
what you used to eat?
So yeah, they got a microwave. People get this twisted. Here's the thing. So people thinking it's some crazy shit, cause I done heard niggas saying like, yeah, I told my bitch I'm locked up 23-1 and all type of crazy
Lying
shit.
to this girl,
Lying to their girl. Oh, it was a red dot. They froze the phones. They is not freezing no phones for no red
Y'all
dot.
could use the
And
phone. Y'all
we could use the listen.
y'all could use the
Mediums.
library workout.
Listen, we got the microwave. We got a refrigerator with a freezer. We got a toaster.
In your cell?
No, not
It's
in
not
our
a
cell.
cell,
It's
it's
a
a dorm.
dorm.
It's
I
a
feel
meeting.
It's like
Okay,
it's
okay.
like a campus. Like this is
Gotcha.
crazy.
That nigga went
But
camping for 3 yeah.
So listen to me. But it's bugged out. Here's the thing. So it's not even in certain spots you do have rooms. I was in Wyoming Correctional Facility. It's cubes. So like literally if you stand up, the end of the cube is at like the bottom of your stomach. So like you could literally see into the next nigga cell. Cube, because it's like a cubicle. But yeah. So it's different shit going on there, man. Like, yeah, it's niggas getting bitched in there. It's niggas body bluffing and they get called out. It's a lot of things.
What
going on.
any fights you got into?
I got into a couple fights, yeah.
It's almost the inevitable.
So here's the
You're going to
thing.
have to
It's
get in a few.
Look, it's sad to say, but what I'm going to tell you is, you know how, like, so people, most of the time it be people that went up north, but there's a percentage also of the time that people that haven't been up north tell you that if you once you fuck with Spanish people, you going to be good, they going to look out for you. Let me tell you this. Like, from beginning of my bid, from county all the way to state, and then coming back home, Spanish people have disappointed me, my brother.
I was gonna say something about that. Like you say you're more upstate,
Yeah.
closer to Canada. Than, you're probably like a stone throw away from Canada. A couple of my questions are: number one, like predominantly, most prison systems across the United States are more like black and brown community per capita. I bet you where you were probably at, there was probably a good chunk that was probably white in where you were, because I bet it was at least,
Here's the
30
thing.
to 40% probably.
Look, so even because I was on a boat and then I went to Rikers.
Okay.
So in each one, to be honest with you,
Good
the
job.
difference. But here's the thing, because you also have African Americans, which we would classify as black, or you would have Spanish people that both classify as colored people. You know what I'm saying? So the colored people and the whites would even about the same thing.
I kind of like out here in society.
Let me,
I got told before you start. I got told last night. That a Spanish person will never really, 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 truly understand what it is to be a black person. And when they said that, I said, "How can you say that? Our roots are the same." And they said, I say that. They said that from a place where, if I walk into a neighborhood that's predominantly white, due to the fact that even though I'm Latino, my skin is light, I probably won't get looked at. I get a couple blocks before I'm noticed.
That's
if
a fact.
he walks in the same neighborhood, immediately there's a different type of feel towards him. And he said that's why Spanish people will never truly know.
I do see the truth in that.
I think we go through our own shit.
Hold on.
And I think you saying that in jail, Spanish people disappointed you, I think we disappoint each other as Latinos more than other races can do that to. I think we do that to one another.
Hold on. Here's the thing about all this. So, I'm going to tell you this one thing. All of us Spanish people is not white. There's a good chunk of y'all that are light skinned, that y'all can blend in, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But a majority of us is what they would call trigueño, which is like light skin.
Yeah.
Like darker than white.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not too light, but bro, I moved into a nicer area. You know, I was already doing my thing. I was helping Mom Dukes out. It was always just me and Mom Dukes. And we were able to move to a nicer area. I got stopped by D-boys on my own block because I wasn't
What are you doing
fitting
here? What are you
exactly
doing here, Spanish boy?
Yeah, I wasn't fitting to the locale, to the I wasn't.
Yeah, I'll do it here.
Like you know what it is.
I know you
so
didn't hear
I
my
got
last
stopped.
song,
I'm
but
with my cousin. Here's the funny part. I'm
Yeah.
with my cousin from upstate and my cousin from Florida. My cousin from upstate kind of is already in tune. He comes around more. But my cousin from Florida just started living with me. You know what I'm saying? His mom had to do some time, so my mom's fake adopted him.
Okay.
And he was living with us. So
Go, Mom.
well, yeah, I respect that lady. She's very bold and some actions, and I respect it. She gave me my positive out views on things. But staying on track, they stopped us, and my cousin from Florida is just seeing these guys hopping out of a black Impala with a whole bunch of university sweaters on.
He don't know what these look like.
Wow. So they hop out on us.
Why
We had just listened to this. I got butt on me, but I'm on point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm already hip to what's going on, so I'm like, oh nah, I'ma chuck this. So while we walking, we literally just get off the bus. We walking up the block to the crib, and they stop us halfway up to my crib. What are y'all doing? It's been a lot of break-ins. What's going on? What's in the bag? We had just bought a hookah from Flushing, from Main Street. This is when the hookahs first got popping and all that. So we went to go get one of those. I got butter on me. So boom, we do all this. So we got the hookah. What are we smoking out of this? What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? It was brand new. So they looking for shit. They asked us for our ID. At this time,
You didn't have the address yet.
no, I did. I had it on my ID already. But my younger cousin from Florida didn't catch on He didn't notice these is police. So we stopping, they asking us for IDs. This is all in the span of like 20, 30 seconds. He's laughing and he keep walking. The D-boys is on him like, yo, what are you doing? Come here. It's 3 of them in one Impala. You know what I'm saying? So 1 or 2 of them is dealing with us. The other one's looking at the dude while the third one is going to chase my cousin. Yo, what are you doing? Blah, blah. He's laughing, walking away.
He run?
Nah, he's laughing, walking away, going to my crib, continuing. They tackled the shit out that nigga, bro. And he's like, my skin complexion.
Resisting!
Yeah. I told you to stop.
Resisting!
He don't know what's going on, though.
He's from Florida, you fucking dick.
So I try to explain that
This
to
is
them.
up
They're
here
like,
in New
oh,
York?
this
Yeah.
is in Whitestone.
Yeah.
I want to shout out 109. Y'all made the boss. You heard, like, I'm just letting y'all know it is what it is. They let the kid come home early. Look, they built a beast in there, you heard. So fuck it. It's all right. We're going to take our losses and become bosses. That's all it is. So I want to shout them out for making a bigger and better man. I took the time while I was in there, you know, to educate myself. Them hood books, they going to keep y'all stupid. They got misspelled words and all that. Chill off that. You know, really use the time to do something productive. Read self-help books. Learn how to do something. Perfect your craft. Shit like that. That shit is going to make you... You're going to find out a lot about yourself. It's different experiences. You open your third eye. Spending time with yourself and being able to go through certain things.
You won't
Facts.
You're not gonna you can't do anything to put yourself back there again, can you?
I mean, listen. At
Don't
the end
do
of the
it.
day,
Don't do it.
Look, listen to what I'm gonna tell y'all. I've never really been a religious man, but here's the thing: I was a born Catholic. So I went to Catholic school. I bugged out, got kicked out, and then I went to public school. But that's already at middle school. So here's the thing: I did my baptism, my communion, my confirmation. I could get married in a Catholic church if I want to. But this is everything that I was abiding by as a child, because I grew up around a lot of bullshit. So around this time where I'm going to public school, I'm getting exposed to my older.
My God!
I'm getting exposed to my older cousins and shit like that. Yo, you better come back, homie.
No, I'll do that.
Hurry up,
I gotta
hurry
walk
up,
him
come
out
back.
if he leaves. Oh, he can leave out the back door.
So, anyways, so I was abiding by the things my mother wanted me to do. So we living in a fucked up community. Like, we was living in Corona. I was seeing a lot of shit happen as a young boy. I got in tune with my older cousins, and I was seeing them make money, and I'm talking about strip clubs at an early age, good cars, nice women. So I'm like, oh shit, this is the type of lifestyle I want to live. So I started at an early age. Like I said, it was only me and moms the whole time. My dad died before I was born. You know what I'm saying? So I see my mom struggle, and that's really what made me not want to ask for shit. It made me want to go get it. It made me hungry. So I'm like, fuck it. I already see where this is heading to. I'm thinking this is wavy. This is cool. I got the bad bitches. I'm in cars. I'm in this. I'm in that. I'm doing what I'm in strip clubs at 15. They know me because of my older cousin.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm walking in them shits like it's nothing. Word.
Is that same I can't I got the ninja shit in me too, G. I get it. You know, we come from where we come from. I come from a single mom.
Yeah.
My mom got her ass whooped when I was 4 years old. You know, I got molested by my babysitter's son, you know, when I was 4 years old. Like I've been through it as well, bro. Like I've been through it. I've been always touched by older women. Or like I was like 5, 6, 7. I've always been like molested and touched by older women. Like I've gone through it too, coming from a place where, look, my stepfather, he was a stepfather figure to me, but he lost my parents' house. Gambling, degenerate gambler.
That's bugged out.
You know what I mean? Like,
See,
I've been through it with you, but you see how I had those goals. Like, my shit was like you too. I used to see these shiny things on TV, and I would see what really used to get me, and maybe that's my perverted mind, but what really used to get me was the women. It wasn't the gold and the chains. It was really the women that used to grab me.
Yeah.
And when I completely lost that perv in me, like I love women, but The difference is now,
You
I
grown.
don't have to. No, I don't have to fuck them. I'd rather have them all walk around my house butt naked. I don't need the vagina. I'm good with the ass. You know, I learned what I learned to love.
Here's the thing. So
Did you let go of the thug? Did you let go of that shininess? Did you let go of that?
What do you mean?
Did you let where you wanted to have the cars and the women and the like? Is that still your cloud? What you reach for?
All right. So
like I said, I got the ninja shit too. But ultimately, what is it?
Alright. So what I'm gonna tell you is, I did damn near 3 years of my life.
That's what I ask.
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you
because y'all fucking slacking. Drinking fucking beers.
Yeah.
Fucking drinking enough tonight. Shit.
You're good. You gotta drop.
He's not going nowhere. He's staying.
He should sleep for an hour or two and then go home.
Yeah, that's what he's going to do.
Yep.
We're going to make sure of that. But so here's the thing. So being, you know, locked up and shit, you really get to find out who's who. Like, I'm gonna tell you, like, there was a lot of bitches that came out of the woodworks after, like, I was only 6 months away from getting home. You know what I'm saying? 8 to 6 months before I was getting home, they want to start sending pictures and hitting the nigga up. I had bitches talking to me the whole time, and you know, they know who the fuck they are, but you feel me? You know who's really there for you.
You recognize
who's busting moves for you. You behind the wall. You need to make some bread and shit like that. You need people to do certain things for you, and there's certain people you can rely on. Some people you can't. Like I remember calling my cousin a couple times to bust a move for me. Yo, look, listen, send some bread over here. I'm gonna send it back. I just need to do something. And he's like, all right, I got you. And it's like 4 days later, nothing.
Yeah, so you can't do that. Just say I can't do it. Just say I can't do it.
Tell me,
I can't
like,
do
keep
it.
it funky with
so
me.
I can
like,
call somebody else and see if I get it done.
Not even so much that. Like, I don't gotta expect nothing. But look, like I was telling you before, excuse me, is that I was brought up Catholic. I'm not religious, but I studied a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying?
You read the Bible, Pop?
I got into a fight, and they put me in the box for 30 days. But the only reason they did that was because I broke the Mexican nigga up, like, really bad. This is why I tell you, from beginning to end, I was disappointed with Spanish people. The first Spanish dude I got into a fight with was, like, no disrespect, he was some king nigga, you know what I'm saying? He was feeling very entitled. He didn't know I was Spanish. This is on the boat.
Oh, you thought you was Muslim?
Well, I don't know what. I think so, because I do.
Because I get this. I get that all the shit all the time.
Yeah, pero yo soy dominicano.
I know, nigga.
So listen,
nigga.
you know, you feel me? But what I'm trying to say is, they don't know that, so they be talking Spanish around me.
Like, you don't know what the fuck they saying.
I get money with a lot of homie niggas. I fuck with the homie niggas and all that. So I was more towards the homie section. They was in the beginning of the dorm in the Bronx. And it was a whole bunch of king niggas, but I'm not about to get in the middle of this, you know what I'm saying? So I just so happened to click with one of the homie niggas. Yo, you know, the apes, yeah, alright, cool. So, yo, you know this nigga, yeah, oh, that's my mans, alright, cool. Yo, you fucking with us, alright, don't worry about nothing. Yo, you sleeping right here, alright, cool. Alright, boom. The first nigga I spoke to got me a phone situation and all that, was a blood nigga. Spanish niggas wasn't even. So I'm like, alright, cool. Doing that. You know what I'm saying? Get into a fight with the king nigga because he was like kinda fixed by the fact that he found out I was Spanish and I was fucking with the homie niggas. He's like, yo, it's dark back here. You know what I'm saying? Why you in the projects? Come to the suburbs and sleep in the front with us. Hold on, like, I'm not about that. Like, I get money with these niggas at the end of the day, and it's a lot of Spanish niggas that is eight or homie or whatever the case may be.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So that shit don't mean nothing to me.
Nope.
And they get that shit misconstrued. You know what I'm saying? They popped
that
on
entitlement, like you said.
Yeah, so they popped on a little Mexican nigga that was fucking with us because he didn't want to fuck with them. They moved funny. They moved shiesty. They didn't have no money on the phone. They had their own phone. So they would leave it hanging so nobody would use it. Like, why would you do that if none of y'all could call out and we could have some, you know what I'm saying? Niggas,
I got you.
But niggas is pressed about using the other phone because y'all want to have y'all shit hanging when nobody's using it. So they knocked the little Mexican nigga out, and that's what set it off. Like, yo, what happened to the Mexican nigga? One of these two little niggas they was trying to become, I guess, Latin King or whatever the case may be, and and the funny thing is they was brothers. So they knocked them out, and then they try to like back out a little, you know what I'm saying? What they call a gun a little, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Niggas hopped on them. Boom. It was a brawl in the crib. I got mazed and all that. It was crazy. Like, it was bugged out. That was the first fight. The second fight. Here's the funny thing.
All Spanish people?
Yeah. Here's the funny thing.
That's why you say Spanish people let you down.
But that's not the only reason.
That's crazy, though.
So, boom. That was the first fight. I was good after that.
Could you go to jail, Mike?
I was already...
No, well, not as a.
My bad,
it's good. That's funny.
I had to ask him because
he was just quiet.
He was quiet for too long. Yo, so could you go to jail?
I've never been arrested.
He did a little time.
I'll tell you, I've had my close calls, but since I've been 18, the majority, because you're either a minor or a majority. I've never been arrested post 18, but I've had my fucking close calls, a bunch of them. But I got arrested once when I was 11. I got arrested once when I was 17.
11 for what?
Assault and battery at my school. I slammed some kid's head in the pavement.
Yo, you know what's crazy is I did that with the gym wall. The gym wall was cement. And I did that. And the only thing they did was call my mom. Like, I was wilding out in Catholic school. Bro, I'm telling you, like, since I was young, I've been bugging out. Like, I was doing crazy shit.
They put the cuffs on me. They put the cuffs at me at 11.
They didn't call.
They called both of my because they couldn't get a hold of my parents. They called both of my grandmothers, my mom's mom and my dad's mom.
What did you do at 17?
At 17, it was a little bit. It was the incident when I was 11.
He even stutters about it.
He don't even know what's going on.
The incident at 11 makes me look like Scarface compared to 17. The one at 17 was stupid. When I was 17, I got a major fight with my father. I was 17. He was.
Listen, I have a lot of those too.
I told you, like, in the previous podcast, my dad was a major fucking alcoholic. Yeah, that's probably, of all the drugs my dad ever did, that's probably the one that brought him to his knees. And we got in a fat fight. And it was about 1:30.
That sounded crazy,
it was about 1:32 in the morning. And I was shooting hoops outside. And I tried jacking like this, you know, what you call like a Seth Curry shot from like, you know, half court. And I hit the top of the freaking basket and it went in the neighbor's yard. Well, not only did it go in my neighbor's yard, but they had a RV parked back there, so it went on top of the roof. I was way off with this shot.
So you went to go get it?
So I went to go get it. I was like,
you got in trouble by Pops?
I'm going to tell you. No, Pops. That was the least of my worries. When I was 17, I went across the yard. It was about 2:15 in the morning. And I got the basketball. It was on top of an RV. And I thought it was just like my neighbor's RV. Like, they took it a couple times a year to go on vacation.
They was living in that shit.
The guy had his brother-in-law living it because he was going through a divorce.
Yo, what I said, I be calling these type of
he was going. It was the guy who lived next door from me. It was his.
Turn the newer in front of you. See the newer in front of the mic? Is that newer?
Sorry. Thank you.
Yeah. So you can hear you know. So you can be nice and clear.
You don't have to hold it. You can let it go.
Be nice and clear. You heard? Look.
No, I'm just moving it.
He don't even know what's going on right now.
You're good. Watch him flick it.
He about to...
No, I'm cool.
He about to break that shit.
I go on top of the
This
roof.
what happened. He drunk and high at the same damn time. You heard?
Believe me, when I was 17, I was straight straight. I played 3 sports in high school.
So he called the cops on you?
Well, I got on top of the roof to get the ball.
Yo, that's...
And I was like walking up there, and I got the ball, and the guy swings open the door. So I just lay on top of the roof. I lay on top of it. Then he closes the door, he gets back in. So now I got the ball. Now
This is at 17?
It's at 17. So now I got to get the...
you bugging.
So now I got
at 17, I was already selling drugs and
wild. There, he goes back inside. Okay, so now I got the ball. Now I got to get off the roof. Now I'm about to get off the roof. I'm on the side of the I'm on the side ladder. There's like a little side ladder that goes up on the motorhome, the RV.
Yeah.
I'm about to take my first and second step off it. The guy swings up the door and goes, "You're trying to steal my air conditioner." He goes,
air conditioner?
He goes, "Don't move." So I get off that fucking thing. I start running.
He said, "Don't move."
The thing is, the guy lives right next door to me.
Where'd you run?
I don't know. I'm stupid. And
He knew who you was?
I walked around my...
Wait. Did he know who you were when he told you don't move?
Not the guy in the RV, because it was like his brother-in-law, but the guy next door kind of knew who I was. I walked around for 10... By that time, he woke him up. He woke up his wife.
You should have been out, though.
I came back, and by the time I came back, like maybe 10, 12 minutes later, 2 Turlock cops, which is right next to Minnesota, California, the town, they're both there. Then the neighbor goes, "I want to put him in citizen's arrest." So that was my big arrest.
Citizen's arrest?
And they got me.
You got arrested by a nigga that wasn't even a cop.
No, the cops were there, but the guy said that shit.
Yo, what the fuck?
So, but the thing is,
that's crazy.
Unless
citizen's arrest.
Unless you commit a felony in my town in California, if it's a misdemeanor or infraction, they don't arrest you. They put you what's called diversion. So my dad's drunk. By this time, it's almost like 3 a.m. My dad's drunk. They don't even wake him up, the cops. They go, "Listen, we could wake your dad up right now. But what good would it do? He's fucking drunk out of his mind."
So they knew you and your family. Wait. So the cops knew you and your family?
No, they didn't know my family. They didn't know my family. But we told them.
So how they knew he was drunk?
They go, "Where's your mom?" I go, "She's working overnight at IHOP." He goes, "Where's your father?" He's in the room. He probably drank like 18 Natty Lights.
They probably opened the door and they saw this nigga.
No, they didn't. So the guy's talking to me. I go,
Yo, this is crazy.
He goes, "I'm sorry, because I wasn't trying to steal anything or do anything. I was just retrieving my ball." He goes, "Why were you playing basketball at 2 o'clock in the morning?" Because me and my dad got a fight. He was drunk. And I go, "Sir, where I come from," because I know he's living in Chalk, Modesto. I grew up in the foothills in Sonora, where my father just died. I grew up there for like 9 or 10 years before I moved down, where I got a little bit more hood. I go, "Sir, where I come from, they wouldn't have called the cops on me for this. It was just like an innocent thing." He goes, "Well, I'm going to tell you something." He goes, "You're lucky you're 17, because if you're over 18, we'd arrest you for B&E. Trespassing, B&E, malicious
breaking and entering the where? You was on top of the nigga RV.
Well, that's a home. That's a home.
You wasn't in his RV. You was on his RV.
If I went to someone's roof and got on their roof, if I said,
it's not breaking and entering.
It's rough.
But the guy goes, I go, "Sir, where I'm from, people don't do this to each other. They don't call. I mean, it was an instance." He goes, "Well, I'm gonna tell you something, buddy. This is Turlock, California." He goes, "You're not." I
wanted to get back to the second Spanish guy you said, but before that, something with you. You both said it too. I know you didn't meet your pops. Your pops passed away.
Yeah, he passed away before I was born.
He had a real rugged relationship with his pops. I caught it on the first podcast, and then when his pops passed away, he reached out to me as a friend. You know, like for him to reach out to me as a friend, it caught me in a little bit of awe, because personally, I've only been dealing with like my own grief and like, you know, my house's grief. So whenever anybody else has come to abroad and you reach out for me, you try to be the best person you can be to give that good energy to him. He spoke at his father's eulogy, but when he spoke about his father, he said how much this man, you hear the alcoholism, the shit's like, how.
That's your biological.
That's his
pops. Yeah. Well, I'm the oldest of 5 kids. You know, like.
Do you feel different? Do you feel? Are you Is there still a void? Do you feel like there's any stone unturned with him?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, like you think. I even say in the podcast, the eulogy. You know, the way it could have been, the way it should have been. You know, you think of no stone unturned. Like there's a lot of missed opportunity, a lot of time wasted. My mom and dad were married for 22 years before they got divorced. I was the oldest of 5. The youngest of the 5.
That's crazy. 22 years.
And
you know one thing, and then it gets stripped away from you.
The youngest of us has a different father. So the last year and a half, 2 years, my mom and dad were technically married.
Yeah.
They weren't sleeping in the same room. My dad was passed out on the living room floor every night. My mom took her wedding ring and threw it at his forehead. My mom.
No disrespect, no offense, but white people is bugged out too. They don't think white people.
Spanish households, they be fucking each other up, and then in the morning we eat breakfast together.
Here's the thing: my father died before I was born, but after the age of like, I think it was like 6, 7 or something like that. My mom you know, she started fucking with my step pops, the nigga that's now my step pops.
Okay.
But
Send me some of that.
it's bugged out because I done seen some shit too. Like I done seen my mom's throw hair dryer at the nigga and. It's shit like that going on like that. It's all different types of races. Like even even my boys that are African Americans, they tell me how they moms be wilding, and it's true.
You know it's
But I think the way of disciplining is different because I went with my mom one time. You know, it was at one time me and my mom didn't get along at all because I'm doing what I'm doing. She worked for the government, so it's really like. It's a clash. It's a pit bull with a rock.
Does she know you do what you doing?
She knew. She was in
as
denial.
A mom,
though.
she knew.
She was in denial though. She knows I'm pulling out new
Was
sneakers. You know, she caught me in a whip one time, and it was my whip already. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm young. I'm like 16. I already got my junior's driver's license. I don't got my permit. I already did the extra steps. I got my driver's license. So I'm wilding. I got a car already. And she caught me one time, but she just, shrugged it off.
It's all from hood shit too, all from doing street shit and selling drugs and
bud and dipping and dabbing when I was younger, lending money out and like I said, my older cousin, he was into his own thing. You know what I'm saying? But he was getting bread, so I'm just, I don't spend no bread because I'm around him, and then I'm just only making bread. He's lending me his car. I'm going back and forth. I got my own car. You know what I'm saying? I'm not spending money in gas. I'm going out with these niggas to the strip club, and I'm not spending no money. I'm talking about 10, 20 bottles. Niggas is throwing $60,000 on at the end of the whole walkthrough. Just throwing at the strippers.
When your dad died, did your mom marry another guy or
no? It was years after.
But she did eventually get married.
Yeah. So here's the thing. So they started talking already when I was like 6, but they didn't he didn't move in or they didn't get married till I was like at least I think 11 or something like that. So I didn't really know him until I was like 8. So me and him really ain't have a relationship. He was always working and shit. He's also a singer too. He got a video out and shit like that. Y'all gotta go check that out.
Shout him out.
Yeah. What he go by? Franklin El Guateque. He got a video out. Check that out. What was I gonna say? But yeah, he do his own thing. But we didn't have really a relationship. So when I was getting older, he got a better job. He finally got a little job in sanitation or whatever the case may be, and started doing his thing, to where now he got more time on his hands, and he's coming home and he's seeing the little things I'm doing. I'm in the crib with bitches, shit that my mom really don't give a fuck about. And now he's starting to be in my mom's ear, you know what I'm saying? So that's what caused the friction. Like, then my mom's finding things here and there in the crib, a couple, you know what I'm saying?
I understand. So, she started to get onto your game.
Yeah, but she's in denial, but now everything's starting to
she don't want to believe
come
that.
in her face.
She don't want to believe
like everything's,
that.
You know what I'm saying? Right in her face, she's catching little things.
You know what the parents feel like, right?
Now she's getting hip to
Our parents feel like letdowns when we get like
she
this. She
found I think it was like a pound of bud. She bugged out. She's like, what are you doing? I told her.
Of course.
I'm like, yo, look, listen, to keep it funky with you, I smoke weed. And I buy it in the bulk, so I don't have to be buying $40 and $40 and $40. I'm gonna spend more money. So she believed it at first. Then she's starting to see money and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
even you're not
pressing
being
her
home
for nothing. I'm not home. I'm out very long. I'm coming home flea as hell. Little chains
your
on
attitude
and shit
must
like
have
that.
Changed.
Hell yeah! I think
young.
I'm the man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're letting your nuts hang.
Yeah. So I'm getting exposed. I'm getting pussy. I lost my virginity at 12.
Nice.
But I wasn't really in tune till I was like 15, 16 where I started wilding. I'm playing ball.
Oh, yeah.
I was chubby and short. Like I'm telling you, it wasn't until my last year in high school that I really blew
stretched
up.
out.
Yeah. So 15, 16, I graduated, I think I was turning 17 because my birthday's in the summer and all that. But Yeah, all this is going on.
December
I slimmed up. No, August. It's in the summer.
Oh, in the summer. August what?
Yeah, I'm Leo.
And it's summer. I thought you said December too. I thought you said
Nah,
it too.
August. So, you know, I slimmed up, shit like that. And it wasn't until then where I really started blowing up. I got my little, body. I wasn't smoking like that. I was really just getting money. I'm not into none of that, really. So, I got my little body. I'm in the cars. I got a little couple dollars. Bitches is jacking me. It is what it is. I'm going to school. I'm in the car right before all this. So,
your mom just got hip to everything.
She just got hip to everything because she's starting to catch little things. Like this one time, I park in the driveway. I'm not knowing my mom's coming home early today. So I'm in the driveway. I'm with one of my little joints. We getting crazy in the house. I just hear honking. Boop, 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 boop. So I come out. And I look. And it's my mom.
Why was she honking?
Because I was in the driveway. She
You
don't know whose car is it.
Car. What are you doing? She don't know that's yours. You bought it.
So she thinks somebody else is in the driveway, like somebody who's.
So when you came out and she approached you,
she like, whose car is this?
And you had to tell her the
I'm
truth.
like, oh no, it's my homegirls. We came here to get some lunch.
But it ain't on mine. It ain't mine.
Yeah, type of shit.
Are you done with this? Are you done with the facades?
Oh yeah, she's onto it. The 3 years I was in there and shit,
we're
was
done,
the
right?
communication.
We're done with the facades.
The communication was immaculate. It was impeccable. Like I can't.
She's your ride or die, right? That woman's your rock.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. I have family, but that's really my only person I fuck with. Like I said, it was me and mom since I was young. So that's the only person I really know.
Oh yeah, my mom's like the backbone of my family. I mean,
to be honest.
Yeah. My mom.
Mine too.
My mom. I'm not gonna front. Me and my mom is close now after everything we've been through. I've been kicked out of the crib a lot of times because I've
slept in front of my house.
Like I said, she caught a couple pounds in the crib.
Of course.
She found 1,000 Xanaxes when I was starting to fuck with the Xanaxes. Like when I was selling them and shit, she found them in a mason jar. It was a lot of things that led up to this, and she seen it. Like I said, I was coming out. It's a Mercedes Jeep at the time. I think it's what. It gotta be like
what, a
2000.
G63?
Nah, not nothing like that. Bro, I'm like 15, 16.
Oh, you had the fat body shit, the nasty one.
Listen.
I'm sorry, it's a Benz, but it was the nasty one. I was
16, and it's like 2000, I want to say what, 2011? 2011. And my mom's is driving a 2004 Chevy Trailblazer. My step-pops is in a 2004 Chevy Tahoe, and I'm in a 2006 Benz AMG Jeep shit. So I'm in the driveway. I come out. Whose car is this? Oh, it's my homegirl's car. But me being young, I got TVs in the headrest. I got the bass box in the trunk, and I got a Dominican flag hanging from the, what's her name?
What, was your homegirl fucking white?
She was Colombian. So she knows.
Hey, yo, your mom. Yo, and you know what's good about Spanish moms? They ain't dumb.
Yeah.
They know that off the bat.
So here's the thing. I roll down the windows. I roll down the front windows. Boom, and I'm hitting reverse. I come out. I'm like, it's my homegirl's car. I drive because she's not really nice. Whatever. We came to get some lunch. We about to meet up with the kids before we go back to school. So she's like, yeah, she jacked it. I'm hitting reverse and everything. When I'm coming out the driveway, she pins me in again. She hop out the car. I guess she peeped either the flag or she seen the... So she ran down. She reaching through the window. But if you know these cars, they got... The way the glove compartment is set up, it's flat. So you pull it and it comes down, out. You know what I'm saying? It's not like the regular ones that drop down. It comes out.
Like a table?
But like flat. So she does that and reaches in and snatches the paperwork and sees all the names and my aunt's name on the, the registration and shit. She wowed out. That's when she already knew what time it was.
The only thing your mom, the only thing that I think, like, all right.
That was the beginning of the end.
You're a parent. It wasn't the beginning of the end because at the end of the day, I think both of you are getting what you guys both really want from each other, and that's honesty.
But that's now.
But that's what I'm saying. I said at the end of the
Oh yeah.
But you
of
had to go
course.
through it. Like you
Of
had to
course,
realize.
we've been through a lot.
You had
Like
to
some people
realize.
be when I be telling some people about how me and my mom's relationship is, or I be talking to somebody,
My
and
nigga,
I be like,
I call
yo,
my mom my nigga.
yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
I
Yo, I'm on the phone with my moms
Listen.
while I'm up north, and she's talking like me. She's like, yeah, all that. I had a shorty at the time, and like if she wouldn't pick up, I would have my mom three-way it. You know what I'm saying? So my mom's like, yeah, that bitch is acting sus. I'm like, what did you just say?
Yep.
Like she's hip. She's a young mom for, you know what I'm saying?
How old
I'm
your
about
mom?
I'm about to be 25. She's what, 48?
My mom's 50. I'm 31.
Yo,
We're in the same
you know what
boat,
I'm
nigga.
saying?
We got
Yeah,
young
like,
moms that smoke weed and drink
so
and chill with us.
I mean, she don't smoke weed
My
or nothing
mom
like
smoke
that.
weed,
She
dude.
drink.
Oh,
Believe me, I got
Look
drunk
at
with her.
yo, nigga. I can
My
see.
mom drink. You
My
know what I'm
mom's the
saying?
shit, right? I love that
Well,
little
she
short woman.
cool as hell, but
She just
yeah,
got
it's been a
issues.
lot of shit. We've been through a lot of shit, so we close like that. So I be like my nigga, and everybody be looking at me like, what? You just call your mom my
Yeah,
nigga?
because she
Or
is.
like, you know, sometimes not disrespectfully, I'll call her like, oh, that's my bitch. Like, you know, like my ride or die, that's my bitch. Like, that's really how, like, that's
The way
that's
I talk to my mom, I
you
keep
know
it
what I'm
100.
saying?
Like, the way I talk to my mom, I keep it like, especially when I'm angry or I'm venting. Yo, you would think that I'm talking to like one of my like guy friends, or
Yeah, no.
I'm yelling at the person I'm angry at. You would think that I'm cursing, like "fuck you, bitch." Yo, the way I be talking to my mom, I don't get there, but I get there about everybody else. I get there about everybody else to
Yeah.
her, and she sit there on the phone.
Like sometimes me and my moms be talking, and like my step pops will be there or something. Like I'm saying now after I got home and shit like that, and he'll just look at me like mad weird type of shit. But cause he don't understand the bond we got now. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Like I know I could joke with my mom about anything.
Yeah.
Like it been certain times where, even when I was up
Like,
up
when
north.
there's bad bitches around. When there's bad bitches around,
Let me tell you
Yes.
something. Let me tell you something. I'm not gonna hold you. Okay, so
like my mom, when there's bad bitches around, I be like,
before-
yo, mom, look at that shit. She goes, go get it.
yeah, my mom is like that. But here's the thing. Before I was up north, if there was like a family friend, a little chick that I would like, I'll be like, yo, ma, I think, and she would ask me, and like when I was really young, I'd be like, oh, ew, no, you know what I'm saying? When you're being young and shit like that, dumb. But after I was like 11, I was like, oh, I like her. My mom would like, you know what I'm saying? Situate the situation. Like she was always, as I was up north, I'm up north. I got a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I got a girl. And my mom is three-weighing all the bitches. Like, I had a whole list of bitches' numbers that I gave to my mom and all that. And she was calling bitches for me. Like, three-weighing the bitches. I'm talking about on my Instagram, hitting the bitches up, hitting my dudes up to collect the bread and all that. She was doing the right thing.
You know why, though, right? Because there's
A little
something.
bit more, Mike.
There's something. There you go, boy. There's
Just a little.
There's something that's
Finish that shit. The whole shit.
Oh,
there's something that's
too much.
There's something that's undying about a mother's love. Yo, and you know, we recognize that when we're able to show those things to, like I was trying to say before, like when I'm able to, those aren't my kids by any means necessary, but there's certain fire that burns within a person, that undying love. You can't change how you feel. Once you feel it, you just can't change
No.
it.
But here's the thing. So, I understand where you're coming from, but it's kind of different. Because I'm the only child.
Oh yeah, nah.
And then I'm the only child of my father.
You're a golden child.
Yeah, yeah. But no, because I was treated like one as of our category, you know, financially, our tax bracket kind of thing. Like, you know, I never went hungry. I had clothes on my back. You know what I'm saying?
You always had money, but you never had love?
No, that's not what I'm saying, because we didn't always have money. That's why I started hustling. I seen my mom going through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she wasn't always the person she is now. Like, She did her own thing. She busted her ass. She went to school and all that. But I helped the fact by not bothering for bread, or, you know, once I got to a certain age, I started pushing it towards her and shit.
There was less for her to concern about what you was doing. You was helping. You brought more to the table than she had to concern about.
Yeah.
You know
what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying why she turned a blind eye, and then everything started being in her face. So me being young is like, yeah, she knows she not going. A mom, being nosy and shit like that. They always gonna take a peek. I'm comfortable in my house because I'm thinking Now she's peaking. My step pops is around longer. He's like, yo, what's going on?
Nigga,
This,
you're
this, and
honest
that.
now. Now you're honest. Now there's nothing that can be taken away from you if I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I was bending the truth. I was telling her I'm smoking
but
this,
now
I was
you're
selling
on.
it. Oh, now, yeah, like I
That's
said,
why I said there's nothing
3
that
years
can
in jail
happen.
and being on that phone, you know, our communication grew. We've been through a lot. I got kicked out many times. I grew many times. I went to jail, experienced a different type of euphoria. Like I said, it was crazy in there.
He
But
says that. You know what a euphoria is?
that's what I'm saying.
yeah, I
Because
mean,
A euphoria is a mental Ethiopia. He didn't consider what he just went through for 3 years any type of negative.
Well,
It was
That's
a
what I'm saying.
euphoria for you?
in a metaphor,
The fights and everything, it was a euphoria? Yeah,
At the end of the whole 3
Yes,
years,
I know.
so I wouldn't collect it as a one chapter. I would collect it as a book, as a book itself. You know what I'm saying? So because like it's a lot of different things going on, but at the end of the book, it's positive for me. It's a lot of people that come out of there, they got blasts on their faces. It's not a good ending for them. It's a lot of shit going on in jail. You know what I'm saying?
You would think that
but-
these places are a little bit more protected due to the fact that
Here's
they're
the
privately
thing.
owned.
Here's the thing. I done seen more homie niggas cut homie niggas for doing dumb shit than homie niggas cut crip niggas. And I was in it was a majority homie.
That's why
jail
you can speak from
upstate.
that standpoint.
Yeah. So, but even that, like whatever, like I felt bad for whatever crip nigga came into contact with any of these people because it's like
Savages?
if this is what they're doing to their own kind, that's just fucking up and doing dumb shit or being deals.
They're
and
gonna do it
plates.
to you just because they got a reason to.
Now they got a reason to because you're crip and they don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not in cells,
Predominantly,
so you could walk around. You could pass somebody's cube, or you could walk up to somebody in their cube and they don't even know it because they knocked out.
Was there more blood
They
niggas
sleeping.
than?
Hell yeah! It was the jail I was in was majority homie. Like,
All right, do
it was
people,
blood.
in your opinion, because I know you can't honestly answer it, but in your opinion, do people come in there being blood, or do they become blood in there? Majority.
So,
That's hard to answer,
There's
but
a
your
majority
opinion.
of them that come to jail already homie, but there's a good percentage of niggas that go in there and become homie and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Cahoots to you to. I would assume you're not a gang member right now.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I would assume you ride 5, but you like. I only ask that, and if I'm out of line, then I'll stop.
Listen,
But
I'm
I
not
only
gonna
ask
say
that-
anything. You know what I'm saying? And anything incriminating, but just
Okay.
know I fuck with the apes. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Just holla at my. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Filet
you-
niggas.
but
You know like.
It sucks because the same way I don't have to think about it in a gang sense. I think about it even in my race and my skin color. The same way, like you said that it was Spanish people that let you down more than most, right? You blatantly got to witness, these people do these things to the same people that we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be one.
Yeah,
But we're hurting one another, right? Like, I feel like there's no really good defense but yourself.
So here's the thing. So like upstate is crazy because while I was on the island and on the boat, the Tribu niggas was beefing with the King niggas. The King niggas was going with the
Isn't
blood
that all
niggas.
day for a couple years now, all the time?
The King niggas was going with the blood niggas. When I got upstate, the King niggas is fucking with the Tribu niggas and and the Bloods ain't fucking with none of the Spanish niggas. Like, it's some cribs that it's alright. Like, shit is it's copacetic because it's not a war going on right now. But once it get lit, it's a lot of shit that followed upstate from the island. Like, the Jets and the Max beefing, shit like that. And then the Apes is always going with the Jets.
You good?
I'm good.
He's tripping right now.
No,
I'm
it's
good.
It's good. It's hard for.
It's
That's
crazy.
why I asked him before about jail because of that reason. Because it's really hard, even for myself, man.
It's a lot of shit going on in there, bro.
To what you just did, what you just went through for 3 years.
Like I said, I seen more blood niggas cut blood niggas than blood niggas cut crip niggas.
You know what you make me feel like?
Thing.
You make me feel like I don't want to ever do anything bad.
Because
I never want to have to go to jail.
Here's the thing, but the crip niggas that did come in contact with these niggas, it was over. That's what I'm trying to say. So it was like if this is what they doing to niggas that's fucking up, imagine what they doing to niggas that's they ops. Apart. Yeah, and that's what was going on.
What?
And it is what it is, but like it's crazy. Yeah. What you was gonna say?
No. I was just gonna say, like, you know, when it comes to jail, like, you know, we do these things, you know, whether they're good or bad. Growing up, you know, whether it's stealing cars, drugs, you know, etc. You know,
or both.
You know, whatever. You know, there's a lot of different things you can do to get thrown in jail.
Like, I'm a nut.
You know, it's like you get put there, and like I guess I feel fortunate being a 37-year-old man married with 2 kids. That
was you rocking shit?
Yeah,
bitch.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it. But I do feel fortunate because of all the close calls in my life, like never being put in jail or prison or whatever like that. I can never imagine like being torn apart from my immediate family, now having my own family, like being away from them.
It makes you not ever want to try to beat somebody up in the parking lot.
You know, I do think about the close calls in my life where I was just a stone thrown away from being like, you know, when I had like something on me. Like I remember one time being like in Frisco and like having like a 10 sheet of acid on me, and the cops just didn't search me well enough to find it.
Oh, he's tripping.
You know, like, you know, you just...
Yeah, because I would have took it.
You know, no...
You ain't finding it. As soon as I got pulled over, I would have popped that tab. You know... Regardless if I go to jail or not, at least I'm
Imagine
tripping.
Popping that whole shit, though.
No, that's the thing is you buy...
My nigga, I keep it 100. I took a piece of... Yo,
a 10 strip of acid, that's $50. It's $5 a hit, that's 10
You wouldn't have died, but you'd have been out
there.
No,
but it would have been like Fantasia.
Yo, B, I bought a gram of Molly.
Been changed for the rest
I never
of his
forget,
life.
I bought a gram of Molly, right? And I was walking home, and the D's pulled me over. And when they pulled me over, immediately, what I did, I ate the whole Molly. They kept me in the car for an hour and a half trying to... Yo, they kept me in the car for an hour and a half trying to say where I got this shit. And then they give me a ticket.
But how if you swallowed it? Pause.
They gave me no, because I had weed on me. They gave me a ticket for this weed, but they brought me to the precinct for it. For 8 hours, I'm sweating. Yo, like this in the seat with my eyes open, bugging out, and they're laughing. Because they know I'm tripping and they know I took something else.
They know it should be worse than it is.
They said, why don't we just search you? Why don't we just search you? And I know I don't have nothing, so I said, just search me. Just search. You already found my weed. They already wrote me the ticket as soon as they stopped me. Yeah. But to torture me, they took me to the fucking precinct and watched me as a nut job, tripping on Molly, stuck and handcuffed to a chair, going back and forth. Because I'm like, yo, this is ridiculous. And I can't curse them out. You curse them out, you black them out down in the precinct, you're wrong. Yeah. So I'm eating this, bro. I ate it so much that my dick got hard. And I was just like, look, get me out of here. I'm bugging out. Yo, son, you know when they let me out? Yo, they finally let me out at 5:30 in the morning. Yo, I got arrested at like 10 at night. They let me out at 5:30 in the morning. They took my money without a voucher. My ID, they threw it out when they stopped me. And they left me in fucking Greenpoint on Metropolitan Boulevard, whatever that is over there, with nothing. Had to hop the turnstile, and I got stopped by a fucking cop there. And he goes, "What are you doing?" And I said, "They took everything from me. I'm trying to get home."
Dude, say my boy back home. He got arrested for something really stupid. I think it was open container or something like that. When they
arrested for an open container.
No, he got arrested, and when they let him out of jail, when he got arrested, he didn't have any shoes on. So when they let him out of jail,
so he was barefoot.
So he's barefoot
when he got arrested.
No, he was barefoot. He got arrested.
Where the fuck was he when he got arrested?
Somewhere downtown Modesto. So when he got arrested, he gets released.
Why he didn't have shoes?
I don't know. You do stupid shit when you're high and drunk. You do stupid shit when you're high and drunk, right?
Shit. Yo, listen, we need to order some food.
The fucking judge, he released some ROR.
We gotta order some food.
The judge released some ROR, released no recognizance. He gets on the bus. He tries taking the Modesto bus to get back to where he lives in Turlock. Okay. The bus goes, "You don't have any shoes on. We can't let you on the bus." It's like a no shoes, no shirt type of thing. And he goes, "I got arrested with no shoes. I just got out of jail." And the bus driver goes, I can't let you on, bro. Like, you don't have any shoes." He's like, "Dude, I'm not fucking with you, dude. I have no other way to get home. I got no money."
You gotta help me right now.
Way before Lyft and Uber. He goes, "Please." And the bus driver, he showed him mercy. He took him back. And that's the one thing I don't understand about Joe, because I've never been there.
Is your friend white?
Yeah, he was.
Let me tell you something. Fucking asking you, Mike. You know, it sucks. Fortunately, but unfortunately, it is a big like topic of conversation. The fact that our skin is lighter, we get away with a little bit more.
I do think, I like to think it wasn't so much like a white or black or brown thing with me. It was always like, I always felt like I was lucky.
But you're a California guy. That's why it's different.
You understand.
He was in the ghetto, though.
No, but you understand, my experience with cops in California was way worse.
He was where were you at, Modesto?
Yeah. My experience with cops in California was a much more negative experience than my experience with cops on the East Coast, in New York. Whether it's college boy
out west, it was negative.
More negative than here. Because
he's tripping.
He's tripping.
Y'all keep talking. I'm gonna take a piss.
Let me tell you why.
Yeah.
Because over here, there's more cops than back here. And the thing is like they need those cops because of like there's a lot of freaking there's a heavy population out here.
Yeah.
Like there's more people out here.
Yeah,
in New
but
York.
they bugged out over here.
Like Modesto's like a 240,000 person town. If you look at the city, like for example, Queens, that's more than 240,000.
Hell yeah.
So,
but I'm saying though, it'd be different precincts and shit. But at the end of the day, I feel like they still way more.
No, I'm telling you, for me being on West Coast to East Coast, my experience
for over there, what's the longest sentence you've seen for possession of a firearm over there?
Oh. Well, I'm gonna tell you something. As far as firearm laws go, New York and California are much very alike with having stolen firearms or firearms that are unregistered or whatever. Yeah. But I'm just talking about the overall cop experience. Whether you have weed, whether you have an open container, whether you're driving the suspended, whatever. The cops over here, they will
locking you up.
No, I'm gonna tell you something. The cops over here will let so much more shit go than the cops back in my hometown.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And it's the truth. It's shit because they have bigger fish to fry.
You still got beer in your cup. Come on, let's
got
go.
less than you.
Cheers. What's up? We going right now.
My thing with cops out here is like I remember the first time I ever really talked to a cop. I was trying to get to the Yankee Stadium on the subway, and I
subway.
I wanted to make sure I was taking the right train and whatnot.
I was driving since I was young. I don't.
No. I just wanted to take. I didn't want to park at
Yankee Stadium.
I didn't want to park at Yankee Stadium because it was like $40.
Nah, but you park up the block or something.
Well, you understand. I'm very new to the state.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And it was an Oakland A. I'm a big Oakland A fan, and it's a different experience. Being out here is a different experience than being in the West Coast. Yeah. And I'm telling you, back home, as far as cops go, we're white. There's 4 white boys in the car with freaking hoodies on our head. They pull us over, and you understand, California.
But why are you standing with hoodies on your head? You just look like bad news.
Well, you understand, it gets cold in my hometown. It gets 17, 18 degrees. It just doesn't snow.
He's making excuses. You heard?
Listen.
You wanted to be a tug.
He wanted to be a tug.
We're wearing
TUG.
Yeah. Whether we're wearing hoodies in the spring, summer,
you should never get bothered just to be standing there.
What I'm basically saying is like
that's the bigger deal.
You look suspicious when you have a hood on. It looks like you're trying to.
In California, you understand, weed's legal too. We'd have a newspaper full of like 5 months worth of weed, and the cops like, "Do you have any drugs in the car?" I'm like, "Well, we got some weed in the magazine." No, no drugs.
You understand about California too. California got the biggest homeless population in the entire United States. You ever heard of a place called Skid Row? Skid Row is a place in California where homeless people live. It's miles.
It's the Bay Area.
Tents.
It's the Bay Area.
I heard about it.
Yeah. It's.
Imagine, if you live in a place like Malibu, right, or you live in a nice place, right, and when you come outside and when you walk right to your corner, you smell shit because there's bums sleeping there. And California has a law.
Met some clean bums
you ever heard
too.
about this law? It's called the relocation law.
Yeah.
In order to move, if a bum sits on your corner and he's sleeping there, in order to legally put him, remove him, you have to find another place for him. It's a relocation law in California. You have to relocate that bum. You can't just call the cops. Though? Your leisure. Find a place. Talk to him. I don't know.
Sometimes
that's bullshit. Why do you think these niggas were able to all sleep there?
A lot of these cities where there's a lot of homeless, what they'll do is like Madison, Wisconsin, they don't want the bums living there. So what they'll do is they'll put them on a bus, give them like $50, and they'll freaking send them to a different city. And a lot of the time,
or a
it's
different state.
Yeah, or a different state because they're like, let's put them out more out
I
west.
like that.
Whether
I like
it's Denver,
that.
whether
like
it's
that.
Tempe, Arizona,
real, nice,
whether it's Albuquerque, they'll send them somewhere warm because this is what freeze to death in the winter. You know, because Albuquerque, it's 50 degrees.
So wait,
60
do
degrees.
they? So they don't pay them to come back though, right?
No. If you get back, to the
They
East,
pay them to leave.
if you get back to the East Coast, that's on their own deal. You know, they have to make their way back to the East Coast.
I'm gonna go a little bit off, a little bit on the tangent. I'm gonna go a lot out of character. So, but I really want to ask, there has to be a way to deal with not only the homeless population, but deal with the population of the people in jail. Let's just say that jail stops being owned by private companies, because jails are owned by private companies. Big jails are owned by private. Let's just say that stops. Let's say for homeless people, our government starts caring a little bit more. Instead of putting money into fucking NASA, you put that NASA money into the streets. Now, when I say that, I think that everybody goes through a hard time in life, and a lot of people suffer more than others to get out of it. And then there are a lot of people that are so fucked up in their head, they will never figure it out because this is how I am. I can't help it. I can't help I like little boys. Or I can't help that I'm a killer. I can't fucking help it. I fucking was made this way. I can't fucking help it. Kill me. They would rather either be dead than to be evil, I would think, or I would hope. Now, when I think about the mass of these people that all have these type of issues, right? I think that we can put them in a place, and when I say put them in a place, I honestly mean completely separate from. I don't think they need to be part of our society.
You know what's crazy? I
think they deserve another chance. I think they deserve to learn how to build houses and go to school and try.
But here's
I think
the
they
thing.
deserve that.
Here's the crazy
Instead
thing.
of outcasting them and putting them in
It's
jail.
not even that. I heard in like somebody posted on Instagram. I think it was in Finland or some shit like that.
What's your gram?
There's at Versace _slugger. You heard?
Oh, I got you. I haven't seen you in a while.
Versace _
I'm gonna be
slugger.
tagging you for a whole bunch of these clips.
All right, yeah, but it's nothing up there right now. I just got home and all
so when
that.
you no, that's why I said I'm bringing your light back out.
Yeah.
But this is gonna be very. And I know that we were drinking, we watched the fights, we've been chilling for hours. And I know, like, you called this pod. You called this pod. I'm not gonna. It's undeniable. But
It was your idea.
This is something that I know.
It wasn't my idea.
Oh yes, it was.
It wasn't my idea. It was his idea. But
it was my idea. But
I pressed.
This is needed though. You know how many people need to hear this.
He made it. Like, he made it seem like we was going to do it today. So, after the fights, I said, yo, what happened to the whole situation?
I thought you were coming earlier.
We going to do it. So, I'm like, when? After the fights? He said, yeah, we could do it after the fights.
Yeah.
But this was way earlier.
Yeah.
So, after the fights, when I said it, he was like, oh, shit, I did say that. So, now he had to live up to his word.
As I always do.
Exactly.
You know what it was? You know what it is? It's more of a concern where, I'll be honest, and it's always kind of unexpected in here for some reason. I never expect what happens when I turn these microphones on, when I turn the camera. I never really expect what comes out of somebody's mouth or how they carry themselves. Yo, you could honestly say if there wasn't no fucking beers or weed or we didn't smoke, you would honestly think that our conversation was halfway sober. And I think that I'm a little we look lit, but our conversation for the people to hear it, when they hear it without seeing visuals, think about the people on Spotify that just hear this.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, oh, shit, yo, my cousin's in jail right now. Maybe I should send him some bread. What's he going through? Yo, my man just came out of jail. I got an issue with my pops. I got to try to fix this shit before anything.
Like my dad died when he was 60. One of my biggest regrets is that I didn't get to, say a lot of the things I felt before he died. I mean, 60 is a young age to die.
You think so?
Oh, absolutely. 60?
My nigga, if I get everything done by 40, I'll be okay with dying at 40.
I guess they see the average.
Dick still hard, I'm good.
No, I mean
40 dying?
If I get it all done, I'm alright.
The life expectancy for the average American is about 76.
For a man is like 78, 80.
Oh, I just looked it up.
For a female, it's
females
like,
they die, right?
No,
Younger than us?
they last longer than men.
Hell
Yeah,
no.
yeah. Men,
Hell
listen,
no.
women.
Hell
America-
no. Check.
as
Look
far as-
this shit up.
No,
Yeah, look
hold
it
on,
up,
I'm
look it
telling
up.
you,
I'm about to ask Siri.
American
'cause
women-
this shit
My phone died, my
is
phone dead.
I got it.
American
I got
women
it.
Go ahead,
Hold
go ahead.
on.
live longer than
Wait,
American.
we about
listen,
to ask Siri.
American women
Hey Siri,
last longer than American men.
how long does the average woman live up till?
No, just ask who lives
Who
longer,
lives longer,
men or women?
women? It's the same. Women last longer than men because men do way stupider shit.
Fuck all that.
I'm telling you, the life expectancy for American female is way higher than the life expectancy of American male.
Oh my god, this shit gave me.
I would say the female by at least 2
Yeah,
years.
I found it. I got it right here. Women generally live longer than males.
Thank
Right
you.
here.
Wow.
It's the truth.
On average,
You ever heard that expression?
by
Women-
6 to 8 years.
Yeah.
So
Women-
wait, so
on
what's
average.
the average? So what's the average?
76 for the male,
What?
about 81 for
70 what for the male?
76 for a male, about 81 for a female.
That's believable.
That, I'm telling you, I'm
Look
trying
that
to
up.
tell you that. You're
Look
like
that up.
denying me.
I said it's believable. I thought that women didn't outlast.
All right, boom,
men.
boom, 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 boom. Worldwide, the average life expectancy
Of
at birth was
Of a-
71 years old, 70
For a
years
male?
for a male, 72 years for a female.
so it's only
We
1 year.
live the same. We live the same.
It's only
we live
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a site by site type of thing. You can go to different sites and get different numbers, but you know
that's Google.
60
That shit's not. You know what
well,
I'm saying?
that's what I'm saying.
We in 2020, y'all.
All right, the average
The
age,
internet
the average
is
age
pretty
that men
precise.
Die, the average age that men die is
What?
70,
female
78, and the
Fe-
average age for women is 83.
Yeah, that's basically
78
females.
For men, 83 for women.
Females last.
So what's
longer
that?
than men.
5 years?
5
Yeah,
to 6
they
years.
live longer 5
5
years
years.
on
5 to 6 years.
average.
5
If we
years
didn't put them
is
through the turmoil,
not
they
that
didn't do
bad.
drugs, drinking alcohol,
if you
they ain't
think-
fucked up in the
If you
game.
take away all diseases, I mean, just obviously.
Yo, son, women are winning. You know why? Because they outnumber us, 2-1? And they live longer now?
Damn near 3-1 now.
Yo, what? We can't help that we love y'all. There's so many.
It is. Word. It is too many
The
females
thing
for
is,
the
too,
men.
is men.
Listen, let me tell you something. I just have a like. Here's
Have you
the
got some
thing.
pussy since you got out of jail? How much? A lot? Good shit.
All right, I'm going home.
I do my thing.
Do
man.
they
You're
just-
not going nowhere.
I got it, man. I'm
No,
freaking
you-
tired. I gotta go. Peace out.
No, you
Nah,
good? You good?
nah.
Yeah, I'm good. I got the water.
Go. Can you go through my back
Not
door?
good.
This way out.
And just close it behind you.
Nah,
Yeah, I've done it.
you can't
I've done
let
it.
him do that.
Go ahead.
I've done
Nah,
it
we
before.
can't do this. We
It's
can't
good.
let him do that.
No, if he was sleeping while he was talking, then fine. He got to get home to his wife. He's fine. He's good.
It's like almost 5 in the morning.
He's good. Trust me, he's good. And you're gonna text me as soon as you get home. It only takes you 25 minutes.
About that.
I know
I'll
that.
text you again.
I know that. Back door.
There's the
Just
podcast
close
out
it.
strong.
Just close.
Peace out, bitches.
You good?
Oh,
You
my
got to be good,
shit.
right?
Yes, sir.
And listen, for the record, it's called Everything Is Okay, but I do not condone drinking and driving. I got arrested before. He was drinking nothing but water, okay? You didn't see him pour nothing. You didn't see him do nothing. He's going to get home. There will be a text message. It'll be in the description. I will fucking screenshot it. He's fine. I trust that. Only because I looked in his eyes and I trust that. You know what I mean? He's fine. Dead ass. But since he is
what
gone,
it is.
and we had him for an hour and 20 minutes. That's good.
It is what
What's
it
your
is.
what's your next thing out of here, bro? Like what's your here? I gotta put this one on you now. He's gone. Yeah, there you go. What's your I really I'm gonna enjoy working with you because your enthusiasm and
There's a lot
the
of
fact
shit
that
coming,
you don't have a ill will bone in your body to where I can sit here and tell you could put on this beat and I can just show you, listen, we can do whatever the fuck you want to do, but let's do it the right way, and you can listen and you'll say, okay, let's do this. Like, I'm
That's
gonna
a fact.
really enjoy working with you because of how much battery you have right now. You have a super battery.
It's a lot of shit it's in the works. Like, I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? I was thinking a lot. Like I said, I was reading a lot of self-help books and shit like that. So we got the
Any books you
t-shirts
can name
coming.
that you read, G?
Rich Dad, Poor Dad,
Let's get it.
The Secret.
Let's get it.
a lot of different shits by the Dalai Lama.
Let's get it.
I like there's a book called The Path to Tranquility.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's like a daily reader. Like every day, it has every date of the year, like every date of, you know what I'm saying? Like
I got
the
it.
whole book.
That
And
it schedules you to when to read it.
Yeah,
That's
so
awesome.
it got a lot of positive shit in there. Like I said, I was Catholic, but
That's
I
what I was
wasn't
gonna
really
ask
religious.
you too. I was gonna ask you,
I
religious
studied
or
a lot of different
spirituality?
things.
Which
While I
one?
was in the box, I read the Bible. I really didn't agree with it. There's a lot of questions.
You gotta remember, it's like 3,000 years old and shit, right? Written
And
by
like
12 people, right?
12 different people. And then there was a little time where I was into, you know, Islam, being Muslim and shit like that. I always wondered about it, so I learned a couple things. But it's questions behind everything. So I'm not what you would call atheist. I'm what you would call agnostic. I believe in there being a higher power, but I just don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe in positivity and the laws of attraction, each one teach one, shit like that. So
And you get what you give.
I lean more to Buddhism, but I don't belong anywhere. I'm more of an
Yeah, I'm not. I don't really want to shave my head and put a Torah on either. You know, like
yeah,
I
like
don't.
it's different.
But
I'm not
I love
putting a
their morals
kufi
and their
on.
philosophies.
I'm not putting
I love what they
puffy
say.
yarmulke on.
I love what they say. I love what they
I'm
talk
not doing
about.
one of them little hats
But that's
with the
weird.
Hasidic
That's
Jew
all weird.
curls.
That's all weird.
Like, it's a
I'm
lot
not
of
fucking my
shit.
wife through a sheet. I'm not doing all this crazy stuff.
Yeah, and then it's like I was getting into the I forgot what that shit is called, the 5%ers and shit like
Yeah.
that, like being God body
Yeah.
and shit like that.
Yeah.
That shit is very eye opening too. Like
Yeah.
a lot of that shit makes sense. So I don't feel like I belong in a certain category. I'm really like I said, an independent.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Well, I think honestly, what opened up for you, it has to be your third eye. You know, you're being in jail.
Yeah.
And it's called the There's a word for it. I forgot the name of it, but it's called something.
Like earlier when I said it was a euphoria, I didn't mean as of like being in there, but I said it was a feeling of some type of euphoria only because I grew so much from it.
Oh no, I understood you.
You know
Yo,
what I'm
when you
saying?
said it, but that's why you hit me. You struck me in the chest because
Yeah.
I understood what you meant. I just don't think that anybody
Like,
else would really get that. Nobody, exactly.
Like, I needed
Nobody
that.
else would get that. Nobody else would get say, I
Like,
needed to go to jail. I needed to do it.
Like, it's
Who's gonna
crazy
get
to
that?
say,
Like-
but like I needed that. Like,
Yeah.
I never really understood why people said that when, like, because I used to see a lot of documentaries and shit like that, you know, at home or when you watching, like, little Love and Hip Hop bullshit and shit like that. You know, you see certain clips and it's like, why the fuck is that person talking about it helped them going to jail? Like, I never understood it. So finally, like, I went through the experience and it's like, at the end of the day, the route I was going, I was moving too
you saying that
fast.
there
I was
is a
too
dude on Love and
comfortable.
Hip Hop that just came out of jail.
Yeah.
I forget his name. It eludes me, but you know, you see weird situations like he never had a relationship with his pops, but
Oh, I think I know who you're talking
I know
about.
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And the way the gentleman carries himself due to what he went through already.
Yeah.
I think being locked up being incarcerated is probably the closest thing to living in death. It's probably the closest thing to living in death. And once you get that close to that feeling, there's nothing outside of that can really like tarnish you or bring you down, because you already seen how bad can really be. And you know nobody else really has a clue. It's just like people that go to the military and come back and they're forced to be
They're
a
shot.
civilian.
Nah, yeah, but they're shot. They're burnt out.
Because they
Mentally.
could only relate to people that been through it with them.
Yeah, I don't know.
You
It's
came
weird.
out, but no, you gotta give yourself an utmost appraisal that I don't know. Maybe it was your upbringing, maybe it was your mom's, maybe it was the absence of pops. You know, maybe it's something that's just bigger in your heart.
Like I said,
But hey, I can't tell that you just came out and went in, eh?
Yeah,
I can't tell.
I don't know. Like I said, it's just like I don't know. It's wanting to be better. Like, I seen a couple hood books and I looked at them and it's like, how do you publish a book that got misspelled words in it? And all of them are like that. Like, it's crazy. How do you think you're gonna make money off of this? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
They're all really about the same shit. You don't get nothing out of it.
Absolutely. You don't feel it.
Yeah, so I wasn't into those. I was more into like I read like everything James Patterson.
Awesome.
You know, fiction,
Mm-hmm.
shit like that. He got a couple things that's, you know, mysteries and whatever the case may be. But I read all of those. Those is fire.
What's your take on after this? Like what's your take on, like, do you think that everything that you work for now is a benefit for you later? Or are you supposed to seek the fruits of your labor
So here's
when
the
you get
thing,
it?
like I was doing my thing before I got locked up, and that's really the reason why I got a couple dollars now. Like I'm not up yet, but like I said, I just got home like 3 days ago. I got home on Thursday, so it is what it is. But we chilling, you know. But yeah, I got myself a nice little car. Nothing brand new, but it's up to date. You know what I'm saying? I can't complain. I got new Jordans on my feet.
Breathing, heart in your chest.
10
People
10
showing you love,
10
I
fingers,
assume.
10
Have you ran into
toes.
any issues with anybody since you've been out? Any
Not
hating, any
yet,
backward
but
talking, any shit?
Not really, cause like I said, I just got out 3 days ago. I got home early because
Nigga, after this pod comes up, I guarantee. Yo, I've been putting. I love this neighborhood, but I've been putting this shit on this pause. Crazy. Yo, come on, let's get out of here. We got something to do right now.
What? Oh.
We got something to do right now. We got something to do right now. We got something to do right now.
So
All right?
look, listen,
Yo,
we going.
it's your boy, okay? Everything is okay. Cali Mike dipped on us.
Yeah,
but Versace.
Chilling, you know.
Versace. Yo, dude, I look forward to making music with you. 1, 2. I look forward to having you coming over the house.
Shirts coming soon, you know.
I'm grateful for having you back here.
Hashtag violators.
I'm grateful for having you back here, back to reality, and I know that you're in work mode. So
yeah, it's gonna be a lot of shit coming soon.
Let's keep
like
this
I said, my
G.
Instagram is @Versace_slugger. You already know what time it is. Follow that. It's a lot of shit coming soon. Music, shirts, wilding out in the clubs once they open. Even the little shits that's open right now. You know what I'm saying? The outside, I'm about to be wilding out. I'm gonna be living my best life once I get this little car and shirt and all that. Be on the road acting up. You know what I'm saying? It's coming soon.
Let's get it. We out of here. Yo, we had great fights tonight, too. Like yo, Masvidal. Yo, son, if you had 6 weeks, you better beat his ass. But Usman,
it's about to be a rematch.
You a nightmare, Usman. I gotta give it to you, B. Yo, Holloway, you should have won that fight.
Though. My son,
yes. Yo,
you better
watch yo, Jesus, baby Jesus is the king. Yo, that's why you saw his face on there, right? Usman, you was scared, baby. Yeah. Woo! Holla at me. Yo, have a good night, y'all.
You're ready.
Stop your shit, I'm the shit, just give it up. Everything is okay, even when I'm not. Time to bring it to the table.